Hello and welcome to Mechanical Mastery episode 22. In this episode, we are gonna set up the contraption you see behind me to craft the shards of the final star. We do this by putting a nether star through it 20 times. Additionally, we will set up the mixing array in the background to help process some of the required resources there is. A few hiccups on the way, along the way, but that said, let us dig into it and see how it goes. This episode here and the coming few of the Mechanical Mastery series, I unfortunately recorded it with the wrong audio. I first attempted to do some voiceover, trying to get that, seeing if I could get that working, but the work required to do that is just beyond what I have the time for doing right now. So instead, here you get a slightly worse voice experience, but game content is the same. I'm sorry about that. So, next step here is to figure out what we want to do regarding the antimatter generation. We do have the chemical tank here, and the tank should be one of our primary goals as far as I can figure out here. Especially if we look at the final stars thing here, that should be fairly straightforward. I think we are almost there. We need to work a slight bit on the refined radiance, but that's about it. So let's actually get going with it. Chemical crystallizer, place you right here. You get the antimatter in, perfect. We can actually start this machine here. Should be no problem just running it as is. If we get a point here, we can also provide a bit of power to our crystallizer. And yep, that should be it. You have power, you have an antimatter, and I can now do antimatter stuff. Cool. I just need this to run for... I don't know, how much do we need? We need a total of 4. We do have quite a bit of polonium in here, but I think we need quite a bit more before we're ready for it. So yeah. We definitely need to run this over here a bit more. Can I press the button here to start everything up? Is everything running? It looks to be running. Maybe I should just lower it while not keeping a super close eye on it. This should run without any interference. There's no... Yep, this looks to be good. This looks to be good. It's also generating a nice amount of power. It means that our polonium generators over here should be able to run. Yep. Okay, so that looks to be running smoothly for now, which is excellent. That also means that we will have antimatter here. It generates quite a good amount of it, and the reason that it does that is because we do have a massive tank down here right now, power bank. Anyway, let's let that run for a bit while we focus on the next bit here. So we do need a few more create machines. We do need the mechanical mixers. How many do I need? So I need one for the refined mixture. I need one for the chromatic compound, and I need one for the combining those two together. That should be fairly straightforward. Then we need a spout at least. Let's see, can we do this? Need one more, please. Oops, that's the wrong button. So with 3 of these here out of the way. Come on. Sometime today, yeah, there we go. So with 3 mechanical mixers, we should be ready to set up at least part of this construction. So let's say we have, this is the final one, right? So the final one is the refined, yeah, this one here. So the refined radiance. Some fancy stuff you can create by it, but yeah. So creating those here in one, that means that we have fluid coming in from one side, and we will have a item coming in from the other side. How do we want to do that? I think I could go about like if I take this one here, so would that work? Probably need to raise this up one. So if I raise that one up one, right here, you probably need some brass. Well, if I want this to be inputs, then could that work? That would potentially work. Okay. How many? Don't I have any belts? Let me teach the system. Actually, let me get everything ready and then come back. Okay, I think I have the first bit of this here up and running. So we have, oh no, why is it now crafting the wrong thing? Can I don't want water here. No, that's completely wrong. I don't care about the water. Can I get the other liquid out of here? So only work with the redstone signal. You here. Go away, new bucket. So can I, first of all, get that out of there? I don't care about the sink. Secondly, how do I get the... So that's not the one. I want the... Oh, I can't craft the other one because I don't have enough water in there yet. So I need to craft a few more of them. Okay, so... What happens if I... So what I want to do here is craft half of that. That means 12. Can I toss 12 in of each of these? 12 in of this, 16 of this one. Oh, there's not enough room. Okay, so maybe 8 of each here should be doable. 8 and can I? So 8, 8. I still need to toss in double the amount, right? That worked. Does it accept that one as well? Yeah, that worked as well. But I don't have enough water in there to make that work. That's an interesting effect. Here it looks fine. Here it looks like it's almost not turning. Yeah. While I'm here, let me verify that everything is running as it should with this one over here. Looks good. Plenty of fissile fuel, it looks like. And we are not running dry and fissile fuel. Perfect. Okay, so... Oh, like that. So now we just need to run this a couple more times with a bit more water. Can I get a bottle of water somewhere here? Where I have water here. And water once more. That's the sink ingot that I don't care about. So now I need to go up here and toss in the last bits of them. It should be a bit tedious, but I guess that's the thing about it. So 4, 4, 8, and 8, right? That looks about right. We just need a bit of water. Then we can actually lock it so that it only crafts what I actually wanted to craft in the sink. Water in. There we go. So now we have... Can I How can I... Do I need to do something special here? Is there no way of getting refined? How on earth are you supposed to get that out of it without being able to do it? Do I need to import it into my system and then export it again? Then how can I lock this down to only craft that? I literally need to replace this one then, because that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. I only want you to craft exactly what I want you to craft. So if I do a crafter, toss in a crafter here, and not like that. This is the problem with this setup here, is that I cannot tell it to only craft that. So if I go over here, in our crafting setup here, and tell you that you need the recipe for this. Why does it have that odd number? It's neither of those, it's 250, right? According to what it's set, yeah. So if I do like that, that should then allow me to add that here as a crafting recipe. So if I want to refine, oh, I need the, can I get that in here? No. I guess I need to go over here then. Go here and say craft me 2 buckets. So this one here. Okay. I don't know if I can do this way, but I'll try. This should not damage anything, right? It damaged everything because too much strain. Yay! Let's get a few water wheels. 5 more water wheels. Big ones. Build it up. Let me build this up and be right. And there we fixed it. So let me quickly remove some of the stuff that I don't need on me. So now we have refined mixture in here. Perfect. Well, I don't know if it's perfect, but it works. What do we then look at? So this one needs the chromatic one, which is the other one over here. If we do a crafter for that one as well, probably need more than one. So a crafter, how do I turn you around? Like this? Right there, yeah. And hole in the floor to bring up wiring, there we go. Something like that. Oh, right, that one doesn't actually return any output. Oh, right, how can I do that? How am I actually supposed to do that when you don't have a proper way of transporting it? How about a black hole thingy? What's it called? The foregoing tank thingy? Black hole tank, yeah. How much would it take to actually craft one of them? Should be that expensive. There we go. And if we then say that you have a storage interface right here, And we do need an external storage for that. Then I need to import it instead of pulling it from one tank to another, yeah. Okay. And in here, you want to accept fluids, but you only want to accept the refined fluid thing. Right? So this one here will only accept refined mixture. And interestingly enough, this one here points exactly the opposite of what I had expected to work. Let's see. So that seems to be working. But what I do need here is then, don't export it here, please. So this one here has crafting of it. This one over here has a bit more. Probably need to empty this one out. Then I actually need to remove those. So if I craft here and import here, and the import gets configured to be a fluid import, and you only want to import the refined mixture. Of course, need to hook you up. Minor detail. Something like that. Whitelist. Why does this not work? Didn't I configure everything? So here we have a refined mixture that should be good. And over here we have a refined mixture. We have an importer here that exact mode. I don't know what the difference is. Can I, just for the fun of it, can I create a filter? So list filter, maybe something like that. Can I then configure you to be refined? Can I then configure you to not allow for that? Let's take a look here. Let's test if this works. That looks to be working. That is not obvious in any form or shape. That you have to deny the other recipe in order for that to work. Secondly, why can refined mixture not be imported into a network? It is hooked up. Yep, it is hooked up. It is online. It should function. It has been turned into fluid. Yep. It works according to this. Let's test this. So if I break you, I then take this pump here. Actually, not that pump. Yes, no. So that pump with one of you in front. Can I then create another filter here? Another filter. Then take some water here. So what I want to do here is say water, not water like that, water like that. Deny. Can I then put you here? I can. Excellent. So I can take you and hook this up in some form or another. Oh, look, it can be thrown out into the world, but it cannot be collected with a bucket. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, I finally figured it out. I'm being a dumbass. So, remember to put it on the correct mode when you want to set up which fluid goes into what. So I now have this here. I did also craft a fluid block here to actually test if I was doing something wrong. And apparently I were. Ugh. So if I set this to high priority and do this white listing thing and set here, then this one here will fill up first before that one. Let's say we want here, let's just say we want, I don't know, 16 buckets. Sounds about right. So now they will go through and continue crafting them. Yeah. This worked pretty well. This actually does it. So there's two filters on here. The first one up here blocks so that nuggets will never be created. And the second one here blocks so water will never be extracted. Yeah. I could likely disengage this part here and just use directly an importer. I think I actually want to do that if I can do that. So let me attempt that for a moment. So you, and we do have an importer here. Let's not hook you up initially. So that was exactly not what I wanted to do. 100% correct. So what do I have here? This is the water one. The one that I want, this is the nugget one. That's the nugget one that goes in there. So importer wise, place importer here. You can import fluids. You can import this one. Yep. You're allowed to import that one. And let's try and hook you up. Does that work? Yes. That seems to be working. Oh, what's now that? What's that thick potion? I don't know what that is. I don't like it. That's the problem when you can't define exactly what it is that you're allowed to craft in there. And there's no way to turn this into like create filter. There's only the two different filters here, right? Yeah. So I cannot do anything around that. Or at least I don't know. If you know any way of doing this smarter, I would love to hear about it, because right now I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm guessing that the thick potion, yeah, that's glowstone in a water bottle, which means that that would likely work by mixing it, yeah. Heated glowstone water. Ah. So many small problems. I think the good thing about this here is that it can only fail once, I guess. And then it shouldn't be able to craft that thick potion again. So this one is not being filled up, but this one is. Yep, okay. Cool. So that actually means that with that change, we should be able to get to the next bit that we want to craft. Next thing here we want to craft is the, where is it? The chromatic compound. We do have a few of the things already available. I don't think we necessarily have these two items here. Definitely not the glowing one. Let's see. So the powdered obsidian from Create is macerating obsidian. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I think we can quite quickly craft that one. We don't care about surplus. We can say stack gives a stack. And then we can go down and drop it in our machine down here. It is so fast sometimes. So that one goes there. And this one here goes here. Perfect. Cool. Next up here would be polished rose quartz. Do I actually have that? So I do have quite a few here. I don't have a recipe for it, so I think I want to go this route, which means that a stack of you becomes a stack of you. Perfect. That means we can enrich them, right? I think it's the enrichment that we used for it. Yep. We do lack the rose quartz, however. The rose quartz comes from either enriching the other quartz with redstone or just directly straight up redstone. 60-60, I guess. So redstone is here, yep. So we can drop you in there. Let's say we want a stack. So first it goes in here, probably already done. And we have a stack. Yeah, that was fast. So now we have that one, that one. So now the only thing we need is the glowing ingot, right? Yep, and the glowing ingot is kind of simple. A bit of lava, and you get it. Perfect. And I'm not gonna... Actually, yeah, I actually need to go back down here for doing it as far as I remember. So I want you up here to be configured to import glowing. And I want you to craft them, like that. That should work, right? Let me just verify the glowing is brass. Yeah, that should work. Let's verify. Give me a stack. Probably gonna take a moment, but the stack should be doable. Yep, it's slowly going there. Cool. So if I ask for a chromatic now, just one. Does it craft everything? I don't know if it does, but I hope that it does. Let's see, does it drop everything in here? I would expect you to. It does, and now we have a chromatic compound. Perfect. So now we can put you to be exporting. Export. And you, I want to export the chromatic compound. This is the only thing you're allowed to not export, import. So chromatic compound, that means that we should have the two other items there, and all we need to do is actually craft the refined radiance. And we want to craft 10 with one bucket. Yep. Okay, here we want the chromatic compound to be imported. Yeah. And something like that. So that should work, I believe. Let's take a look. Did it craft? It's still crafting that one, okay. It's still in the progress of crafting this. Right. Is it waiting for something, or what's happening here? It's waiting for water. Right. Yeah. That's the problem with that one. It really frustrates me that I cannot say only craft this one item here. Can I maybe alter you to thick potion. Can I say you're not allowed to craft that? Just for the sake of it, let's try and I don't know. I need like how many? 44? Then we will have an entire, yeah, just a bit more, something like that. We don't have enough HDPE, but what's it called? the items for it. We probably need to expand our drawer setup over there, because I think there's a limitation for how many we have in the drawer system there. So yeah, we do have a full drawer here, but we likely want to bump this up to be a massive amount. Cool. Now that will automatically bump up. And this one here seems to be running steadily. How is it going over here? We are at the bottom of our polonium. We have 2 antimatters. We should be fairly close to be able to. Isn't it only? Why are you not working? Oh, no power. Didn't I configure you to be power output? Stop pulling all the power maybe? Ooh, right. Did I actually just drain my entire power storage down here? I did. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. But that means here I actually have enough antimatter right now. So now I can start crafting some of the fun things. I should be able to get this one here fairly quickly. So this here, including those 2 here, should be more than enough for the chemical. Yeah, cool. Next up here is the crafting of this one here. How do I want to do this? I want to do it like I think I'm just gonna go for the crafter path again. Like, that worked pretty well before, so why not again? So that way, please. And hole in the floor, another hole. I need to export it as well. Go away, go away, go away. I don't need you on me. Don't need that one, that one, that one. You I do need. You I would not actually need right now. So hook up the crafter, get the recipe. We want the recipe for the radiance. And I don't know why it's misclicking that when I do that. It clearly states 100 here, not 250, so I need 100 here. And this one here I just need 1 up. That gives us 1. So let's see if that actually works. You go in there, and we then have an importer. And that's called a refined radiance. We do need the importer before we search that. Refined here. And here we go in and say refined radiance, allow. And we do have everything we need in order to hook it up. That should work if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. Let's get 10 of them. That looks to be working. And we now have refined radiance. Perfect. So now all we need to do, now we have everything in the list as far as I can see that should be functional. So for every 20 we have, we should get a final star. How many is there here? 7? Yeah. Okay. So that's 140 steps for actually completing this. Let me build that up and be right back. Okay, I think I have it ready maybe. Oh, right. One more thing I need to do before it's ready. I need you to be exporting into this so all the hands suddenly have something to grab, please. Only one of them. Let me test how this works. So one goes in here, it goes here, waits for that one to get something in. Is this a... Oh right, so it waits until it has a full stack for each of them. Can be problematic. You know what? You deserve an upgrade, sir. There we go. You now have an incomplete. That's exactly the one I want. Please fall out here. Yep, that's perfect. So you, if you're incomplete, then continue into that one. And incomplete goes not through that one, but should be transported back to the start. So that means that an incomplete goes in here, continues down the row, and goes through again. I should probably have something else than an item vault over there. Oh well. So that works. This is a nice little... wonder if there's anything around it. Still an incomplete one. What happens if I capture you? So I need to put you down there, so it's 81 out of the... And you need... What do you need next? Regular... Need this one. Okay, so if I drop you here... This is nice. I am a big fan of this. That should soon be done. Once you're done, you should go in here, and we do have the first one. Ooh. Yes, thank you. The final star. I don't know how many of these I need, but I do definitely need one more in order to get to that one. Not all creative items are needed for creative vending upgrades. Some are simply optional if you want to go after them or not. Okay. Oh right, so Blaze Cake here could be cool. What is this one? The final EMC link. Infinite of everything. Creative flux efficiency. No RFUs. Ooh. Oh, that requires a... Didn't it just say that... Look. I think they might have changed this recipe here since. So this over here is not really keeping up, I guess. It's okay. It's okay that it's not super fast. But it continuously crafts, right? Yeah, so it keeps asking for more of them, that's fine. And of course it asks for other essences as well, because, yeah, it requires a bit more. I wonder, how close are we for actually completing it? One more pass, that's it. There we have 2. So now we can either craft the final star. Well, we cannot craft it because we literally have a ton more things that we need to do here. But we should be in a good position to get to it in the next run. But we should be able to craft this one here, which is the one I really wanted. Creative... chemical thingy. So if I press here, I have everything I need for crafting this one. Excellent. Yeah. I cannot remember if there's a way for me to put something in it. But yeah, if I can get Antimatter into it, then I'm gonna be very happy. But I might want to test out something different before doing that. Just out of curiosity, what happens if I do like this? Anyway, I'll look into it. We now have the creative chemical tank, which is an excellent craft. Yeah, exactly. That allows for infinite antimatter. That's exactly what I want to use it for. That means that I likely can stop this machine over here, as I have a little bit of antimatter here. So now I just need to... I probably need to actually move this machine. I don't think I can get it out of this machine easily. But yeah, how much do I have here? I do have a bit. I'm not yeah, I'll look into that next time. If you like what you saw this episode, even though I did have a little bit of a rage out on the the how to do the thick potions, like this is not the fun bits. These are a bit annoying. But otherwise, if you liked it, toss me a like. Otherwise, see you out there.